What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis. Of course, this is TWA Motorsports, and today, yes, we bought another vehicle. I know we don't need it. Why do we do this? I don't know. I have a buying problem. I don't all the time have a selling problem, but I definitely have a buying problem. But today, we picked this thing up. We thought it was kind of cool, and it's kind of a project that me and my son are gonna work on together. You know, obviously we have his Trans Am, but his Trans Am's got a lot of stuff done to it already, and this is just kind of one of those things where we thought it was neat, so we scooped it up. And I kind of talked about it when I talked about the new Sierra that I bought, the 2020 Sierra, which, guys, we do have some stuff coming on it. Don't know kind of how these videos will list. I know a couple people said in a video a while back, like, I see the Lamborghini in the video. Well, the Lamborghini's definitely gone. I started filming, I kind of film stuff as I have it, parts and time and whatnot. So you're gonna see flashes of other stuff around, but this truck would stick out like a sore thumb, I feel like. So I wanted to show you guys a video on it, kind of talk about it, kind of the neat, intricate things about it. So that's probably enough. Let's go take a look at it and talk about what it is and what our plans are. So guys, we bought kind of a rare truck. Some of the parts are missing, so you may not notice what it is right off the bat, but this is a Regency or an RST truck. This thing popped up for sale locally. I asked the guy if it had any kind of rust on it. He said no. And so we went up and took a look at it, and we kind of liked it. So my son thought it was kind of cool. Does that mean we're going to get rid of the step side? I don't know. Honestly, guys, if we end up doing the stuff that I think we may do to this, we may keep this and get rid of the step side, but I'm not sure of that yet. Ultimately, my son is going to make that decision. He is a 17-year-old, so he, you know, I guess I can't say anything because I make rash decisions and crazy ideas all the time, but he's going to be the one that decides whether he wants to drive this or he wants to drive the black truck. But anyway, this thing is a 2005, and they're kind of rare in the fact that they didn't make a ton of them. And I'm going to kind of walk you around and show you some of the stuff. You'll notice right off the bat that the front valance on the bottom is missing, guys. The RST truck had a two little circle fog lights in the middle. It was kind of an odd looking thing, honestly, but we obviously got some paint issues. The clears broke through on that top cap. So, you know, my painter, I'll have him paint little things. I'm not going to paint the whole truck. The truck needs buffed. It has some imperfections, several of them, but it is what it is. But anyway, so the RST truck came with a few kind of oddball options. They painted the entire mirror, the textured mirror. It is a power mirror, but they painted, I don't know if you guys can see the texture in it, and you can see the clears broke on it too, but I don't love this look. I actually hate this. I don't like when you paint stuff that's not flat, but that is one of the packages that, I mean, one of the things they had in the package. Of course, you get the Regency badge and like a billet, which that does look kind of nice. It did have the door handles. Guys, this thing has sat outside most of its life. You can see the door handles are completely toast. I'm not a big fan of these, to be honest with you. I may end up going to just a straight red painted door handle. But aside from that, on the outside of the truck, it did come with a different set of wheels. This is not the original wheels that the RST truck came with. That is an aftermarket 22, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. We are going to do something about that. It does still have the factory roll pan, which obviously it's all chipped up and has its imperfections, but it does have a painted handle. Obviously the surround's missing. That's a pretty common issue on these as well. But I don't know. I'm not a roll pan guy anymore, guys. I think it looks kind of dated. This one looks a little nicer with the cutouts. It does. Those are the pieces that were normally in it. The exhaust did run out of that, and it looked kind of nice, you know, back in the day. The other thing is the plate flips down, and you do have a hidden hitch back there. I'm not real sure what we're going to do as far as, like, are we going to put a bumper on it? I don't know. I mean, yeah. So anyway, that was part of the package. It kind of went with the front. Along on this side, kind of same stuff. Door handles all faded and cracked. But on the inside is where it gets kind of intriguing. This is, I think, really neat. That is like kind of strobe light in there, but the interior of these trucks were kind of cool. Some of the stuff that they had, obviously they had leather seats. They had an Alcantara insert, which feels really nice. Obviously you see the Regency on the headrest. You know, this has some wear on it. I don't know if our plan would be to maybe have just these two panels recovered. My upholstery guy is local, so I mean, he's next door. So other than that, leather wrap steering wheel with the red stitching. Obviously the red stitching on all of the seats. It's really odd because it has a work truck center console, but it's cut away for the fold up armrest. So like the more expensive seat, but the seat is not power. So it's kind of a hodgepodge of all NBS stuff, but that does not fold down in the center. That is stationary like the work trucks had. But moving on to inside here, I don't think we have any more light than what we got here. It doesn't have the upper console like the truck, or the black truck. Doesn't have a compass mirror. But I don't know if you guys noticed one big thing. It is a 5-speed. This is a 4.8 truck with a 5-speed transmission. And rumor has it that they switched over to I think it's a TR 3450 is actually the transmission. It's not the NV 3500, even though they're very similar. They're not really much stronger, but aside from that, you guys can see the dash inlay looks really nice. This was an RST option. It says Regency. All of this is carbon fiber, like the surround around the radio, which looks kind of cool, I think. Of course, you also get it on the door panels, and the bottom of the panels are carpeted in black. The speaker covers have like a black, like a mesh over them, so they're not like just the metal like the normal ones were. And then as hokey as this looks, it's kind of neat, I guess. It looks like they just glued this on. This is like another, it's actually vinyl. I guess it's supposed to be, you know, look like leather, but yeah, it's different, you know. It's just cool to me. Let's see if I open the other door, if we get a little more light in here. It's kind of dark in here right now, but yeah, it's a little better. But you can see that big honking shift stick. I mean, guys, look. Oh, there's another panel that they've covered. The other cool thing is, if you notice the protector like under the pedals, which I guess I didn't mention the pedals either, but the protector on the pedals is red. The carpet is actually black, and so the carpet's black, the seats are black, the carpet on the door panels are black. Like the mesh over this is black. Obviously this piece right here is wrapped in black. Kind of all flows together. Actually, it kind of makes me rethink when I'm doing carpet whether I should do black, because it does look really good against the grays. But anyway, onto the pedals. That's another RST package, or part of the package, is the polished aluminum pieces on all 3 pedals, and then including so I guess all 4 pedals, including the e-brake. But we just thought it was kind of neat because it's a 5-speed. You don't see a ton of RST trucks. You know, it's different. Now, here's the things that are wrong with it. The headliner, guys, look, the duct tape that was holding it up, it's gave up the ghost. It's not doing it anymore. It has a pretty sick little Jensen subwoofer in it. You can see this box, this homemade box back here. The amplifier is just stood straight up and down behind the driver's seat, and luckily it hasn't blown any fuses because the wires are really close. Driving it home, and we knew this when we bought it, it pops out of 3rd gear. So the trans is gonna have to come out, and we're gonna have to rebuild or have the transmission rebuilt. He actually noticed, he drove it home, my son did, and it was also popping out of 5th gear. So there's no way around it. The transmission is going to have to come out. We're gonna have to do something there, but it is a 4.8. It feels really peppy. Aside from that, so the interior, you guys saw the seat over there. The interior's in pretty decent shape. Aside from that, the carpet's peeling back a little bit here, but I think we could fix that. That's about it on the inside. Everything works. Maybe update some lights, you know, like, well, I take that back. The window switch on the driver's side is kind of finicky. It doesn't like to work all the time. You guys can see I don't know what's going on with the lights here, but on the outside, you know, door handles, we're going to do something there. I'm hoping to do, if we decide to go with a bumper, I'm hoping to buy a paintable bumper, do it red, get door handles to my painter with the rear bumper, mirrors, the top plate here, the grill is also peeling. The rest of it we're going to have to kind of just paint correct. I'm not painting this whole truck. The truck is rust free. We've got another set of wheels for it, which you guys can see over there. I don't know if we're going to put those on this video. We may, but anyway, these are coming off. I don't like those. They look kind of goofy. And the tires that we've got on those wheels over there aren't great, but they're a little better than what we've got here. But aside from that, obviously we're going to have to do something with the headlights. They're all faded out. I'd like to do maybe re-dye. This is another piece of the RST package, I believe. I'd like to kind of re-dye that and make that look a little nicer. Kind of feels like a clip may be broken there. Yeah. I mean, look, we like to tinker with stuff, right? So it's kind of fun to have something different. I've never had a manual in one of these in a V8 truck. I've had it in a 6-cylinder truck, but I've never had a V8 truck with a manual. And it is kind of quick. The rear end whines a little bit. The guy that I bought it from said he rebuilt it. I don't know what kind of job he did, but we're gonna have to do something there. Something's loose here. Oh, the clip. Oh, it's just off. Okay, we can fix that. It's missing the closeout panel here. Don't know whatever happened to that. Under the hood, guys, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this is the factory piece, but I do know that the RST trucks came with a cold air intake. This is a factory piece as well. They painted this red. This is normal to see that. Aside from that, I'm pretty sure that it has JBA headers on it, and it does. That's what I thought. The RST package got a few upgrades. It got a set of JBA shorty headers, so you guys can see those down there. And hey, it looks like all of the header bolts are in on this side, which is good. They normally break. What about this side? Hey, they're all there. That means that they'll break off if I ever tried to take them out. So we probably should leave them alone. Anyway, I think, guys, we will try to do the wheels in this video to show you guys the difference. But I wanted to kind of introduce this vehicle and talk about some of the stuff that we have planned for it. I know we really don't have room and time for it, but we're going to make it kind of fit into what we're doing. We're going to have to negotiate some stuff around. The lift only goes up so far, so I can't get 2 trucks. Like, I can't get a truck on the lift and under the lift. So the plan is to pretty quickly get the transmission out of this thing and get it off to get rebuilt, and try to get that back in it so it's at least, I mean, it's drivable now. I should probably take you guys out for a ride, but it's getting ready to rain, and it pops out of gear. It's not anything exciting. But I'm thinking we'll move the C10 off the lift and get this guy up there, and so the C10 will just have to be kind of in this area here. But let's get this thing off the ground, and let's try to put those wheels on it and kind of see how much better it looks. I think it's going to look. These wheels have been a lot of people are big fans of these wheels. I've had them a couple times on different stuff. I've had them on a couple Tahoes. These were on the green truck when I originally lowered it. A lot of people thought I should have kept them on there. And these are not perfect. They're used. They've got some scrapes and stuff, but I actually bought them for my uncle. And so if he's watching, Tom, thanks for selling me these turd wheels. They're so scraped up and look terrible. I'm just kidding. I told him it'd probably be the best looking thing on the truck. So either way, let's get this thing jacked up and let's get the wheels on it. And let's see how much better it looks with that, so I can get these things listed for sale. Now, before we go swapping the wheels out, obviously you can see I've got it off the ground, but 15 or 2014 and up Sierra wheels. They look pretty good, but they have a GMC logo. And this is a Silverado, so we can't have that. So I've got some additional ones that I've had for a while, because the majority of my stuff has been GMC. So we're gonna swap that out so it at least matches. The other thing, guys, is I cannot deal with these aftermarket lug nuts. I just don't like them. I don't like the spline ones. I don't like the locking ones. I like the stock ones. So I ordered a set off of Amazon, which I'll list below, of a complete 24-piece that looks like the original. Now, you can go to GM and buy these. They're pretty expensive, to be honest with you. And you want to make sure that they fit in your opening, and they do, and they sit nice and flush. It's going to look really nice once we're finished. But those are two things that I just can't do. I can't do a GMC logo in the middle of my Chevy. Same way I can't do a Chevy logo in the middle of my GMC truck. So we're going to swap these out. I'll time lapse this, and then we will step back and take a look at it. One other quick thing I'm gonna do, because it's driving me absolutely nuts, is, guys, this has to come off. It's already broken halfway through. I can't do it. Probably not gonna take much. I hate these things. Ugh. Look at all the dirt underneath that. I'm gonna go do the other side real quick. I won't show you that, and then I'm gonna have to wipe that down with something. I got it off there, but you know, there's a little bit of glue. The downside is whoever put these on got it on the trim, and guys, you cannot use one of these eraser wheels on the trim. It just melts it. So we'll have to use the old school 3M adhesive remover method. Get it off. The good thing is there's only a quarter of a piece here. And the other side though is all the way across. So I'm gonna do this on both sides real quick. I'll wipe it down with some adhesive remover, maybe pick it a little bit of this, but I'll do that off camera. You guys have seen me do this before. Man, I hate those things. At this point, we got all the glue off on both sides. And guys, look, in just a matter of a couple days, this thing has made a vast improvement, in my opinion, just with getting the wheels on, to be honest. I didn't have the key out here, so I couldn't pull it back and forth to kind of level back out the front, so it's a little higher than it would normally be. But these are a little more fitting, in my opinion, for this truck. And look, we got way more to come on this. We're just gonna kind of throw this in the mix with everything else. And ultimately, you know, the main thing being the transmission. I actually picked up, when I first started filming this video, it's been a couple days, so I had to wait on those lug nuts. And I actually picked up a different rear end for it. So hopefully we'll get the rear end tamed down as far as making noise. I also noticed that there's a little bit of a coolant leak on the back side of the motor. So I don't know where exactly that's coming from. Chances are it's probably the water pump that's running down maybe the engine block and dripping in the back, but I did notice there's a puddle under there. And but that's how it goes, you know. I mean, look, we just like to tinker, and we thought this was a really cool truck to tinker with. So, you know, stay tuned, because we will have some more stuff on this. And I'm kind of excited about it. We haven't had a 5-speed truck in here ever that I can remember. As a matter of fact, there's never been a 5-speed truck on the channel. So it'll be kind of intriguing to see, you know, what we can do as far as making it look a little nicer. I think the paint's gonna clean up. It's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna clean up really well. And then, you know, the panels that we can take off and take to my painter, hopefully that'll make things look better. But hopefully you guys like this new truck. I think it's gonna be exciting for a lot of you guys on the channel, especially my truck guys. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for people saying, oh, you're bringing another one in. Like, look, that's what we do. We like to tinker and play. So, you know, we're gonna get to all this stuff eventually. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. Guys, if you are not subscribed, go down there, hit that subscribe button. Of course, while you're down there doing all of that, ring that bell notification. That will hit you up every time we drop a new video. And stay tuned to see what we do to this thing and all these others next.